that's correct. Yay. Okay, cool. All right. Let's find out what we can do here. So there's several little things we can do. One of them is make the shelf fit. I believe we had already notched somewhere on one of them. Because we don't have much to take off on this guy. But
Life in Pain said, hello.
Hey Payne, how you doing? So just looking to tweak this up a little bit, and sure enough, nothing is sitting square, but I mean, when the first time I cut it, nothing would sit flat, I can kind of understand that. We may heat this and shift that, because I think that's part of what's going on here. We may heat that and shift that. But in all honesty, we have one slightly short leg, but the others are all kind of catawampus anyways.
Thanks for the shout out.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you for doing that, Mecca. Alright, so one thing we do need to do is...
Mechaforms Aid, NP. Hope all y'all are having a good night.
Oh, we should be, Mecca, we should be. Alright. It's actually just burning. It burned off the residual that bubbled over last time.
Do we have a place that we have spare light bulbs?
I don't think so anymore.
Okay.
What
about your salt lamp light bulbs?
Those are in my office.
Okay. I'm gonna take one.
They're the black shelf thing. There should be a box at least, I think. Okay. Since we don't really know what the dimension is for that, we're going to go ahead and make this bench hopefully fit. Say hello! That's interesting. I'm going to double check that.
Siri_bot said, some studies believe that dogs started to be domesticated 33,000 years ago.
That is very interesting, Siri. Okay, there. At least gives me somewhere to, because yeah, I didn't line that up at all. Okay, so. That's a more definite line. Well, if I really wanted to, I could probably just do it with the knife. It is just pine. Find out. Or not. Let's cut it. But a lot of what we're going to be doing tonight is sanding and getting things up to shape. I did do some math. You're going to laugh at this, Mecca. I know exactly what hole size to drill for holdfasts in this bench now. I did do a little math. I'll go ahead and let you guess, because you'll probably laugh when I tell you. But now I know what size holdfast holes to put into it. They're not going to be marker marks. We even have, I went and picked up a pin vise as well, so we're gonna have fun and do that as well.
Metforms 8. Are we going to argue about whether it's a metric or imperial drill size?
Well, technically, I only have 2 types of drill sizes. But here's the fun part. I have wire gauge drills, which are neither. But there's no argument on metric or imperial.
Right size or the wrong size.
Yeah. But because we're doing a scale that started in imperial, my drill bit size is also imperial.
Wire gauge is imperial.
Oh, it is? Okay. But
A little nail said, why am I still not used to the Wednesday stream? Every time I see you guys, it's Wednesday LUL.
I don't know there, Nail, because I've been doing Wednesday streams for a while now. Oh, almost there.
Megaforms 8. Hello at the little nail. Happy New Year to you and Sledge. The little nail said, for like over a year.
Alright, let's see. Does it fit? Do it fit? The answer is yes, but there's a little bit of a ledge, but we can get rid of that ledge real easily. Yeah, so now we have a little, we got a little shelf. Yeah.
At Mecha form to you and MRS Mecha as well.
And how was your New Year's there, Nail? Hopefully good. Oh, and tonight's drink of choice is I think it was a pineapple strawberry smoothie. I don't remember. Slime, can you tell me? Definitely strawberry, but that one's obvious because there we go. That little edge is off. So now we have this. If I want to glue it in, I can, but we're not going to yet because of things. Okay, so that's our shelf. This is our top. Still not exactly sure how I want to attack the top. So, Mecca, 1/16.
Drill size for 3/4 holes at 112 scale would be .0625 or 1/16.
Well, you definitely answered it right. I sat there and did a little bit of math during lunch tonight.
I knew I wowed to make it to midnight, never even pretended to.
But yeah, and so I have wire gauges, and then I was like, well, what about these? I've got my 16th inch drill bit here. I've got my little Dremel bits, mainly because at some point in time I needed stuff that was 32nd, 32nd, 3/64. I needed that, not for woodworking, believe it or not. It was more for some sort of crafting that I needed that size. Okay, so.
On lunch. Nurse says too.
I mean,
Megaforms 8. Dremel has a very useful assortment.
yeah. That's one of the tools that had to be replaced, though, Mecha. Was the Dremel. Luckily, they're not that expensive anymore.
Hammer is awesome. They just dropped 50 bits.
Oh, thank you, Sledge. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. Okay, and what we're doing right now is just evening out these legs. Because, like I said, they're all catawampus, but one is just slightly shorter, and, well, Easiest.
Hello at the big square head.
So now we're just making it less apparent by grinding all of the other legs down.
Mechaforms 8. If one leg is slightly shorter, you could name your workbench Eileen.
I mean, that's the big workbench. Luckily, it's easier to fix the small workbench than it is the big one. Big one just has a shim under one leg. About a 1/16 of an inch shim. There we go. Now all legs are even. I haven't heated up any glue yet. This is actually off at the moment. Because I don't know if we're going to get to the point of putting the tops on, but since the legs got evened out so fast, now I just got to figure out how I'm going to do the top. Because it could be a lot of sanding or a little sanding. You know what? It's very thin pine, and I've got 120. Let's just go for it, guys. Ready for the ASMR sanding. If we get to the point of putting everything on, putting the top on and putting the shelf on, I'll be happy. Oh, yep, that looks like it's doing its job there. Just a little bit more. Yeah, this side was catawampus. It's also the bad leg. But I'm thinking, since we should be done with the little guy here soon, Sunday we're probably going to be back in the shop. I don't know exactly what yet. I've got a couple different ideas. So there. Oh yeah, duh. Big thing first. Let's glue the frame up. Let's glue the picture frame.
Oh shit. There goes the
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
Hey 20, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. What were you streaming?
29 Fireflies said, we burn our tea down with the fire and rage of 29 fireflies and worked lettuce 3.
Oh, was Letty on your channel?
Ratsa said, we burn IT down with the fire and rage of 29 fireflies and
Big
worked
fat, ugly, bug-faced, baby-eating O'Brien?
Hey, Ratsa, thank you for
Hi.
the follow. So, for those who don't know me,
Ratsa, thanks for hitting that follow button.
I'm gonna have to talk to TTS here.
Welcome, Raiders.
But
Ratsa said, oh heck, pirate clips. Hi.
oh, you're gonna love all of the different stuff I've got then, Ratsa. So, for those who don't know, I'm Wes. This is Plain Old Woodworking. You caught me in a kind of a compromised situation. Usually, I'm out in my shop when we're doing big boy woodworking with hand
Big
tools.
fat, ugly, bug-faced, baby-eating O'Brien? Hi.
Oh, absurd! I thought you were already following. That's kind of weird. Either that or I've talked to you enough that I just thought it. But typically I'm out in my shop using my big boy hand tools and making big boy furniture.
One nice beard though, not gonna lie.
Oh, thank you.
To get mine to a good size. 29 Fireflies said, hi, I was diamond painting
Ah, okay. So Letty was there.
The shirt said, I dunno. I thought I was as well.
But either way, right now what we're doing, like at that cold snap, it was too cold for me to glue up a picture frame I'd been hand molding. So I decided to start on my little dream shop, as it were, and making a 12th scale model of what I hope my woodworking shop will turn into one day. One day in here, Mecca. One day. At least I have them right next to me. Well, I don't have all 4, but I at least have 3 of them.
29 Fireflies said, din time for me.
Oh, have a good one, 20. Like I said, thank you for the raid, and hope you guys have fun. Sorry, it's going to be a sanding ASMR for a little bit, but we are almost done building a scale model of my Nicholson workbench. Like, this thing's 6 inches long. My bench is 6 feet long. For those who don't know what a Nicholson looks like, I mean, it looks like this. These are the plans I worked off of to make my Nicholson bench. So it's basically just this big, bulky beast. All right, let's see. Will the top sit mostly flat? And the key word is mostly, because once I glue it, it doesn't matter. It will sit flat enough, is what I am seeing. Flat enough is good enough. All right, so that means we can get this baby glued. Oh no. Hey, come on, camera. Come on. Oh yeah, 1 second here, Mecca. I gotta do this. We found this out a long time ago. It does not like to acknowledge pirates. Okay, you can lock into place now. For whatever reason, it does not like pirate hats. All right, so I need to start some glue up. I will be back in 2 seconds. Glue popped.
Ratsa said, pirates are better than ninjas, as we used to say back in Lao. Abshirt said, 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi.
We have to start some glue because I'm a weird boy, and my glue is hide glue, so we actually have to mix it up. Let me see if I can get me a nice brush here to oh yeah, we're not using that. You are extremely useful. Much I have, okay, and you are the chosen one. Everyone at home, don't do what I'm doing. This is actually a really high quality brush. It's from when I do oil paintings. basically this brush becomes retired at this point. All right, so what we got left is we need to glue the shelf in. We also need to know which way to push this baby in. So we need to glue the shelf in. Then we need to glue the top on. Then we need to start screwing in, or not screwing in, boring in the dog holes that I had on it. So we need a 1/16 bit. Well, that went all the way in.
Random Tinkerer said, hey at plain old woodworking.
Hey, Random Tinkerer, how you doing? Okay. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Our drill is ready. So, let's see, what did I miss out on chat-wise while I was running and getting glue? Well, now we gotta wait like a few minutes for it to turn from solid to liquid, but let's see.
How's the bench coming along?
It is coming along swimmingly. I'm just trying to catch back up on chat here real quick. Oh yeah, Ratsa, I gotta agree with you on that one. We had a saying, like, I don't even remember the saying. One of my friends told me that ninjas were better than pirates in every way, and he just kept going on. And he said, "We've got internet." What was it? He was like, "You never hear about pirates anymore." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "We have internet piracy." and he just kind of looked at me dumbfounded, and he goes, "Damn it." I was like, "Yeah." This was also back in the day of the LimeWire and everything else. Back when piracy was fairly rampant. Which way did you go in? Okay, now that we know which way you go in, we drop you again. Okay. Is this the way you go in? Yes. Okay. Leave you there. So, Tinkerer, we have a base that's basically flushed up to the point where it doesn't wobble if you hit it on some corners, so the legs are level. We took out the inconsistencies on the top, so now we can glue the top down, and we even sized up the bench so we can put the bench on as well. And then we can get to being really, really accurate with my math self. I have to use if I want my hold fast holes to be exactly accurate and scale, just like the rest of it is, exactly. 3/4 inch hole in 12th scale is a 1/16 of an inch. So I have a 1/16 of an inch bit in my little pin vise, and we'll draw out the pattern for holes, and we'll go from there. I don't know if I'm going to put the plane stop in it. I may just paint that on. It depends on how hardcore I want to go.
You use 5,000 points on sticker.
Oh, okay. Random Tinkerer, just
Drink up me hearties.
hit me up on Discord with your deets, and I'll get you a set of stickers out.
Sweet.
And for those who don't know what my stickers look like, oh geez, we're not in the shop, so I can't just point over my shoulder, but the big plain old woodworking logo on the back of my shop wall, it's just smaller versions of those. Or Mecca has actually gotten the first set of stickers from the Redeems. Well, not from the Redeems, but he got the first set of stickers because I sent it out with the dovetail marker that he had redeemed. I figure I might as well make a sticker redeem because I keep buying them from Sticker Mule for whatever reason. Okay, not quite there yet. I didn't do this ahead of time. There we go, there we go, there we go. So this little can here, this little guy here is where I pour my excess glue in at the end. If I have any excess, last time I didn't really have any excess, but I pour it in here and then keep it in the fridge for the next time I need glue, unless it starts molding. Then I take it out of this jar and we start new. Okay, so we're gonna do that for right now. Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Sorry, you guys get to watch me just bruh. Also, we haven't had Kat show up because I owe Kat a song, but whenever Kat shows up, someone remind me I owe her a song. Because she redeemed and I deflected an entire stream. And by deflected, I mean I completely forgot. We should actually make Kat. Well, we should make a Kat command of some form. We do have Kat facts, though. Not facts about catless stokai, but just random cats. Okay, we're getting there. We've probably got maybe 30 seconds more, and this will be ripe as rain. Or right as rain. Left as rain. Green as rain. I'm very happy.
_LE_STK said,
Oh,
pow, pow, pow.
somebody told her. Now I got to remember songs.
What?
Oh, I said if Kat shows up, someone remind me that I still owe her a song. That is an interesting emote. Let's see. And anyone who's been on my channel enough knows that I'm gonna stumble, fumble, and probably give up halfway through because. Also, I can't use my phone anymore to look up.
In the excitement.
We'll probably just. I can't use my phone to look up lyrics anymore. I'm a terrible person. I wish my shanty book didn't get destroyed in the flood.
It's actual footage of me.
Oh. So we'll just do the easiest ones that I can think of right now. Let's
I
see.
am so excited and I just can't hide IT.
I know. Let's see. I hate to say.
You know how you had an idea and then you get another idea and then another and then suddenly you're in the middle of a and then your head explodes?
That's pretty much where I'm at the moment because I'm bouncing between a few different songs and I'm like I know the lyrics. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Oh, I see you made hide glue.
Yes.
You did you?
I didn't make it. I just dissolved it. Like making hide glue, that's an all-day affair. Because you gotta boil rawhide down to the gelatin components, and like strain it, reboil it, turn it, like cool it. It's an all-day affair. Get in there. No, did I put you in backward? Please no. No, that had to have been right. Get in your home. Are you too good for your home? There we go. Okay.
Wait, it isn't just called hide glue?
No, yeah, it comes from raw hide. It comes from the hide of animals. Um. Oh, we'll just do the easiest one for right now, Cat. And I'm going to start printing out shanties and bringing them downstairs again. Hey, Gator. It pronounced all the R's.
Rollin'.
So, what would you do with a drunken sailor? What could you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Throw him in a longboat till he's sober. Throw him in a longboat till he's sober. Throw him in a longboat till he's sober early in the morning. I got glue on the palm of my hand from this. Way, hey, and up she rises. Patent blocks of different sizes.
Stick him in the bed with the captain's parrot.
That would also work. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Make him stay and bail it over. Make him stay and bail it over. Make him stay and bail it over early in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Patent blocks of different sizes. Way, hey, up she rises early in the morning. Look at all this goop.
Gatorus numero uno said, I remember that lyric being captain's daughter.
Well, it depends on which one. I mean, the daughter could be a parrot.
_LE_sticky said, fake lyrics.
Throw 'em in the bed with the captain's daughter. Throw 'em in the bed with the captain's daughter. Throw 'em in the bed with the captain's daughter early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Patent blocks of different sizes. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Make 'em kiss the gunner's daughter. Make 'em kiss the gunner's daughter. Make him kiss the gunner's daughter early in the morning. Well, you ain't seen the gunner's daughter. You ain't seen the gunner's daughter. You ain't seen the gunner's daughter early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises.
The version David Coffin does says captain's daughter and he is like the Sinatra of sea shanties.
Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Time for fun verses. Put some X-Lax in his coffee. Put some X-Lax in his coffee. Put some X-Lax in his coffee. He can't sleep if he's shitting all day. Way, hey, and up she rises. Patent blocks of different sizes. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Shove a lobster down his britches. Shove a lobster down his britches. Shove a lobster down his britches early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Patent blocks of different sizes. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. I'm going to continue to just tout about hide glue because if you notice, I'm not really clamping anything. Like, I'm just gluing it down. Oh, you're going to have to get re-glued. That's what happens when you put a little extra force on something that wasn't fully cured yet. But I'm really just doing this and leaving it to fully cure for a day. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh yeah. Also, hide glue is a good gap filler. Just get it in there. Stuff it all in there. We may actually have to do it this way. There we go. But yeah, Captain's Daughter is, I don't like you use the word official, but it is an official kind of verse because the Captain's Daughter is actually a reference to the Cat of Nine Tails. It has nothing to do with familiar relations with anyone in the Captain's family. The Gunner's Daughter is a completely different form of torture, where you would be tied to the long nine and they would fire the gun repeatedly with your face towards the iron so that it would get hot and you would burn your face. The more you know. Okay, yep. This is the other thing that's good about it. It didn't take very well, so let's just fix that. Let's just fix that indeed.
Free Fall Flash said, pirates, and sailors in general, were pleasant folk.
Quite honestly, yes.
Gatoris numero uno said, please tell me more about these torture methods.
I shouldn't have said anything about my knowledge. Okay, it's supposed to line up this way. Give me a second, guys. I just want to get this on because you do have kind of a limited time frame with getting the glue on before it starts to set. Okay, there we go. So there are a lot of weird forms of torture, but a lot of it is actually not very well documented. I mean, there's stringing up by the thumbs. That's more of an interrogation or a will-breaking thing. You would see that more with the Royal Navy.
Big fat ugly bug-faced baby-eating O'Brien?
Hitting that follow button.
Aye.
Hey, Connor. Oh, thank you for the follow. We're just trying to get this glue to set up. If you notice, I just pulled it apart and re-glued it, which is indicative of me. I mean, honestly, I could just flip it over at this point, but I'm trying to get as much pressure on it as possible to fill up the joints so that I can just put the shelf back on. We probably will not, just seeing how...
Nat, I was only joking. I'm well versed in medieval torture.
All right. Okay, Gator. We'll have to compare notes one day. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. So with that, yeah, we're gonna have kind of a wonky thing, but it's not going to go anywhere at this point. Let's retry this. Was it this way? Let's pull this big old glob off. This is the other thing I like about hide glue. I just cleaned that glob off nice and clean, throw it back in the pot. You'd swear, you know, Lee Valley hired me to sell that pot. But they didn't. I just really like their little hide glue pot. Okay. Okay, it will fit in this way. Good. It's like the perfect little size for me.
Free Fall Clash said, they should.
It's kind of funny. They contacted me after I started the giveaway and said, "Hey, do you want any help with the pot?" And I was like, "I already bought it, but let's talk in the future about this because I'll gladly do giveaways for your stuff." Because I don't know if you've gotten to play with your pot yet here, Freefall. Was it you? Yeah, Freefall. But I love it. I love this little glue pot. I mean, it is kind of small, but it does everything I need. And I mean, you guys have seen it. I prefer using that little one over my big boy. The big boy only comes out when I have a massive glue up. And I do mean massive, like entire table or something. There. Okay.
I haven't used it yet. But the shop has been very cold lately.
That's kind of why I'm inside. Because I was gonna glue up the frame, but it's too cold. And if it's cold outside, the glue sets up even faster and becomes harder to get it to set correctly. Well, not set correctly, but it becomes ungluey. I don't know if that's the right term, but it just like it sets up fast enough that you get a gap because it'll turn semi-solid before you can even press the boards together. This, on the other hand, is just because I have bad joinery. Oh, Jesus. Did that pull the entire... You may get some tack nails and get that to sit down. Yeah, I may have to tack this guy down or something. But the good thing about it is I can attack it with a brush. Just warm it up and squeeze it down. This one's not gooey enough. The shelf I'm not worried about. Not in the least. Good thing about this glue is it gap fills. Five, four, three, two, squeeze. Oh, Jesus. I need to not put my thumb on that particular guy. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2 squeeze.
What is the purpose of the tiny bench?
To see if I can do it. Honestly, the real reason is probably not going to own my own parcel of land for a little while, and I came up with the crazy idea of building a 12th scale dream shop. You know, build exactly what I want for a shop. And so this is kind of like the proof of concept. If I can build the bench, I can build the shop. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Very cool.
Also, a different idea came out behind it. Like, if I can make that dream shop, I can make like either a stop motion kind of onboarding video for my streams, you know, like starting soon stream video, or like a little like just like a video pan over the little diorama as like my shop. Okay, yeah. Now there's glue all up in that seam. That's good. Let's put a
That
little.
would be fun. Gatoris numero uno said, like the Mr. Rogers intro.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of like the little Mr. Rogers intro, where it pans over the whole neighborhood. I've even got like 12th scale like hand planes and saws and stuff. It's going to be real insane if I have to build a 12th scale Dutch tool chest. Okay, there we go. I think we're just going to be smart and throw another layer of glue on this seam. Because I can always plane the glue off. I can chisel it off a little bit later too when it gums up. But just to make sure that we got glue going into that seam and fill in that gap. The underside of this bench looks terrible. Okay, we're going to turn this off. Cap you. Yeah, that was just to fill, not feel.
False Crash said, except at the end of Pow's animation everyone gets attacked by pirates.
Thank you for the idea. Thank you for the idea. I'm not going to say that's not going to happen, but I'm not going to confirm that it's not going to happen. See if I can go find a Jack Sparrow action figure. Okay. The bench squeeze out is perfectly gummy, so we can just peel it off with our finger. And I can tell that slime is playing, I believe, Slime Rancher. Or possibly playing Elder Scrolls Online. We got that over Christmas and have been playing it because we're both kind of Elder Scroll fans. I am more the Morrowind fan and she is more the Skyrim fan. Neither of us are really much of an Oblivion fan. Yeah, we got a bench. Although I don't think we're going to put the holes in because I kind of want to make sure this
I
glue.
am waiting impatiently for Starfield.
Okay. can get some of this glue freed up. Now we're at the part of the game where we're at the part of this building puzzle where I'm scraping off whatever glue I can. Like the stuff underneath the bench I'm not too worried about. I just... Give me a smaller chisel. Smaller chisel. And if she is playing Elder Scrolls Online, then I'm going to have to play catch-up at some point in time. Because it means she's going to be way higher level than I am. She'll be taking advantage of Sundays and Wednesdays when I'm in the shop.
Bethesda's newest giant RPG hopefully releases first half of this year.
I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that out. Okay, there's the spill out from that one. This is the other reason why I like hide glue. To me, it's much easier to just remove it before it gets set. Like, I mean, not easier to remove it, but easier to remove it and not cause detriment to your finish, I guess is the way I'm trying to say it. Because, like, I mean, you could remove it with a warm, damp rag. Or a damp rag like you do with normal PVAs. But this, you can just, after about 5 minutes or so, you can just hit it with a chisel. And it's, you know, just this little gel that you can just scrape right off down to your edges in the wood. So that then when you're sanding later, you don't really have to worry too much. Like, look at all that glue right in here. Like, I can just sit here and just peel away at this point. Just go. Whoop. Ah, God damn it. I need to not, like, I guess I need to just do the shelf at a later date. Because I keep popping it back off by pressing it while I'm doing something to the other portions. You know what?
Let it set up. LOL.
Yeah. It's just like I'm trying to get all... Okay, well, what we're going to do is get the overpour off of this. And then we're probably going to fix that. And then just let it set as you are so kindly suggesting. But yeah, just taking all the glue off of it. Or not all, but I was much more patient with the earlier portions of this build because I was only building parts of it. I wasn't putting everything together, and that's probably where I'm going wrong. Is I'm putting it together, so I should probably only focus on one thing at a time instead of trying to do it all. But you know me. Now, let's turn that back on just in case I decide to fix that shelf again. In fact, let's just fix that shelf. Because I know I screwed it up with what I did. Okay, there. Do that. That way way it's got a new layer of glue on it. Then we're gonna ignore it for a bit. Make sure, try and be conscientious of where my hands are, so that I can just peel off excess glue on the parts that are acceptable to peel glue off of at the moment. Peeling glue, peeling glue. Because you do want to do this before it fully sets. Just, it will help you in the long run, because nobody likes sanding glue. Nobody likes planing glue. Hit me. But also, a good thing about hide glue is it's mostly finished transparent. So if I don't get it all, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really stop the finish from absorbing. Are we at fingernail level here? Yes! Where I can just rub it off with my fingers.
Drink up me hearties.
Thank you, dear. Are you playing Elder Scrolls or are you playing Slime Rancher? I can hear.
Slime 741 said, Stardew.
Stardew. Okay. Wrong on all accounts. That's my life, guys. It's not getting to that gummy stage. Yay! Once you hit like that prime gummy stage, it just peels off, and it honestly doesn't really stick to your hands. But right now, we're at the it peels off, but it sticks to your hands stage. So if I can just get it off the model, it will gum up and I can just pick it up later. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Get off my hand. Get off. Get off now. I'm using pretty much the lightest touch I can, bevel up, just to kind of separate the outer layer of glue. Not even thinking about using sanding paper right now, but we will be using it later when it's all dried up. I can tell. Get off my hand. Oh no. Oh no. This stuff is kind of the easiest thing to clean up, though. Even though it's all over my hands, hot soap and hot soapy water will take it right off. And you'll see me drop it back into the glue pot to melt it back down, because you can. You just melt it right back down. Until it starts molding, it's good. And cured glue will not mold. Because at that point there's no moisture in it to mold. Yeah, I think this is one of those we're probably going to have to cut short here soon, or figure out something else to do, because otherwise you're just going to watch me peel glue, and I think we're at the point where I can't really peel glue much more tonight. May need to let this sit for a bit and hit it up again. Yeah, I think we're at the point where I can at least face sand the stuff off. So we are going to collect the glue nubbins, put it in the pot. Collect some glue. I'm doing this to melt the stuff on the brush off. Because believe it or not, I could wash all the stuff out of the brush. And I will. And I just tip it over into my glue container. Alright, you're good. We throw you into the fridge. And it does have hide glue written on top of it. That's so we don't mistake it for other things. So guys, I don't really have much left for you guys. We got it glued. At this point, it's more of a just let it cure. If I touch it much more, I'm gonna keep having to re-glue it. Let me tell you guys 1 minute. I'm going to give you a 5-minute break, then we're going to figure out who to raid out to. This is a very short stream, guys, but I need to go wash my hands real quick. Alright, we're back. Sorry about putting you guys on hold there. It was just one of those, I really needed to get it off my hands because it was starting to build up pretty bad. Something I'm probably going to do is heat each one of these corners that it's bowing up on like this. If you can see that gap, if you can't, I'm sorry. There's a little bit of a gap on some of the corners, and I might just heat it up and press it down because it is resettable. So I could just heat it up a little bit, like moist cloth, press it down, clamp it, and get it to sit flat. Alright, so with that, let us see who be stream. Oh, we can turn that off now. Let's see. Science. Owen's still streaming. Jesus. You know what? Shanigans. We're gonna go. Yeah, Shan. We're gonna raid into Shan. Not even gonna try it. Huzzah! I actually typed it right the first time. Alright guys, it's been good hanging out with you guys. Sorry that this one's such a short one, but we really didn't have much to do. I thought sanding was going to take longer. And I don't want to drill the holes until the glue is set. So Sunday we'll most likely either be out in the shop or we'll be drilling holes. Probably out in the shop because that'll be more interesting to watch, guys. Oh, thank you for the hearts there. All right, so till Sunday, see you guys. Have a good time. Say hello to Shan for me.